Okay, here we go on the tour.
So we should have one.
Right.
And they
All right, Mr. Rogers.
Welcome to the Incubator Kitchen.
Man, this is huge.
Was that everybody, Mark? So here's our space. We are certified by the state. So if you want to start your business here, you can rather than at home. You don't have to buy all the big stove, the warming units, the whatever this thing is. This thing is a mixer and all that. You get your one license to be a producer, which is $70, and then you can sell at any store. You can sell on the internet. Tracy Shifley is our kitchen manager, facilities manager. She's an entrepreneur, and she's been making fudge here for the last couple of years. So rather than her making her fudge at home, she comes here, pays an hourly fee, and then she can sell her product wherever she wants. If she were to make it at home, or you were to make her granola at home, you can only sell it at a farmer's market or out at the end of your driveway. So we also rent this out to caterers, and then we rent the entire facility out to big events that want to use the kitchen and serve to a big party. Any questions? Incubator Kitchen.
I'm wondering what is these snacks cooking for us right now.
Hey, regulations, buddy. I don't know.
So tell us how many people typically use the spaces, like one person at a time? Is it, you have like a crew of people come in? Tell us a little bit about how the space gets used.
Okay, so Tracy, do you want to?
Sure. Typically it's one person at a time. Sometimes it's two, depending upon what needs to be done, if somebody's willing to share the space. But when you rent the space out, you're checking the calendar, make sure it's available, and then I schedule the people. We have one woman who makes bread. When she makes bread, she's all over the place. You wouldn't share the space with her. But when she's packaging the bread, I could be making the hot fudge sauce kind of thing. So it just kind of depends person to person. But typically, you're just using it on your own.
How many different people are using the space at this point?
Right now, they'll get geared up for farmer's market, and probably about 3 or 4 when that starts up. So.
Yeah, we had a famous baker last year by the name of Maddie Holly? Maddie Mummy. She was a high schooler, 16-year-old, who came in here, made baked goods. She opened a storefront down in Beulah all last summer, selling her baked goods. So
yeah, that was her summer job.
That was her summer job. It was a success story.
Wow.
This year she's not pursuing that. She understands overhead and time and then running a business. But we had the pleasure of being a partner with her last year.
And it's only certain days of the week though, because you use it other days for your own on-site.
Tracy keeps track of the entire schedule, so from Incubator Kitchen entrepreneurs to big events, she coordinates that.
And how much an hour is it?
$15 an hour for the entrepreneurs.
And we're starting to work more closely with Food for Thought and Honor. And so as a co-pack company, pretty popular here in this area, they're able to come in, use this space if they need it. They've been exploring some of our new equipment, but also we're able to graduate any folks that start here and need to get to a bigger processor. We can just nudge them up to Timothy, and then eventually get them up to the the hub up in Traverse City. So there's a process here as we educate and recruit folks to follow their dreams at a small scale. We already have the steps
It's like
in place.
Tiers.
Yep.
It's like we have tiers.
Yep, tiers to grow. Yep.
And you know, looking into that, I think that what's kind of an interesting concept, because I was just asked by Patty Cantrell to respond to an article on the 2020 fund in the Chamber's 2020 fund, which has not just microloans but sub-microloans, and they go in tiers for, you know, the first one was up to, the sub-microloan was up to $7,500, and we applied that and used it as a bridge waiting for a grant check to come in. And we were able to get started because we knew that check was coming, so it was perfect. But they go up from there, and I don't know the exact levels, but it would be really interesting to pair the funding with the level that these people have, you know, because that would be a complete circle, you know.
And there's local lenders. There's new bank lending programs. The local Rotary has asked to help fund some potential entrepreneurs. So there's interest in this incubation idea. So I think over this next year, as we get better at promoting this concept and being a centerpiece of the education or the resource of everything that's involved, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be exposed to bringing their idea into the market. There's money there.
Well, I'll just say it's a really good idea you didn't make these windows any bigger, or no one would get any work done staring out that gorgeous landscape
great,
there. It's amazing.
I
Wow.
would, because I can't see.
Sharon's way down here. Yeah.
So great.
I need to work in here.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that, Sharon. Oh,
Get on your shoulders.
the owner of the yarn market, she donated these chairs. The yarn, Bonnie Smith is our president. She donated half of the yarn. So there's all these knitting clubs. There's a lot of them. And then a lot of the younger kids are doing this now, knitting. So we're going to start hosting just open knitting sessions.
The Benzie Spinners meet every Monday, every single Monday.
Yeah, so Benzie Spinners are going to be here in 3 weeks.
Are they?
Yep, yep.
Cool.
Got a full bathroom with a shower, and then space with an ivy.
This is where the magic happens, huh?
It is headquarters, yeah.
Yeah.
The magic.
I love your board.
Yeah, the window, the future
Yeah.
window.
It's
Yeah.
a vision, right? You have to be able to see through.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Josh's secrets that are. This. Make sure everybody gets to see that.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
that's an IOU right there.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan has a place at Grow Benzie. I love that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. The tour.
Sewing machine cabinet. Now it's a table.
Yeah, nice. So this is Britt Ecker. She's our greenhouse manager I was telling you about earlier. And this is her laboratory. You can see the tomato plants are thriving. We have 33 varieties. We also have peppers that she started a couple months ago. We do soil blocks.
This is the glam part.
We did a special recipe from Craig Schaff from Calava. And so we start with the small blocks, and then we transplant them into the bigger blocks. We meaning them. I haven't done that.
We meeting Brent.
Yeah.
And my assistant's like,
She secured these donations from St. Anne's Church. We have 6 brand new sewing machines. We have 3 over there. We have a surge machine. We have 10 more sewing machines for anybody that wants to take one home. Feels like it's a worthy hobby they want to take. This is the old cabinet that Michelle Heckman donated from the yarn market in Beulah, but its original home was in the yarn market, the yarn shop behind Clayson's Shoes down in Frankfurt back in the 60s. So this has a lot of history, so I'm really proud of this. She donated this to us when she closed her shop in Beulah. This is where we're going to have those raised beds. So for the maples and Council on Aging, anybody with disabilities, physical disabilities, can have easy access. And then ultimately, I can see us using this property as a model for permaculture, or whatever word you want to use for it, from nut trees and flowers. This entire space can be used as a destination point for the food welcoming center that I was telling you about. But why not have a not a mini bocce ball court, but why not have a bocce ball court right here while you're waiting for your food, or you know, putting green through the tomato plants. You know, this is a destination spot when you're coming here with your kids to hang out. You can learn and have some fun while you're waiting for your food. And we got 4
Josh,
acres to do that.
You have to have stations like a scavenger hunt, you know, and make them plant a tomato, weed your peas.
I like it. I like it.
They have like little stations they can stop
Then
at.
you'll get your lunch.
And then you'll get
I like it.
That's great.
Work for your lunch. Okay. I like it. Right now we have the Benzie Central varsity football team. I'm sorry, it's not the varsity team. It's the entire Gridiron Club. Are coming every other Wednesday, volunteering to help grow the tomatoes and grow the food. And they're going to be participating in all the greenhouse work through the summer. So at the end of their football season, they'll have their spaghetti dinner up in the community center, serving the food that they grew. So we're pretty excited to have them as a part of it. And they're doing a mentor program too, so they have varsity, JV, and junior high kids all coming on the same day. So has found that the area wants food aggregation. To what scale, we don't know. Could this be a walk-in refrigerator and freezer? Maybe. Is there enough strawberries out there to freeze? I don't know. We'll see. But there's definitely space to be utilized. A lending library is something else that's on my list for folks to come out and borrow the tiller or borrow a shovel. That is another project. I think we can reach out to the greater community to have folks know that there's a place to come to borrow something and not have to buy it for $150, especially in Benzie County.
Smells like summer.
Tomatoes? Yeah. So we'll have 10-foot tomato plants in here. Last year they were on this end. We do our soil rotation, so they'll be at the other end. We're also investing in drip irrigation, which will cut our labor time down immensely. You can see this is the weave tarp that we have over the top, the weave skin. And in the corners are the boiler pits and the big fans on the end. If I ran the zoo, I'd have fish growing in there.
So
I
is
do
this,
kind of run the zoo, but
so you've transferred this all just passive at this point?
yeah, because in fact, this was as a nursery. They weren't using the soil. They had see out here. You can see one of those benches. They had everything growing right here. They'd water them, and then they weren't using the soil. So we've been trying to build up the soil over the last few years. The boilers do have vent systems that heat underground, but that wasn't so much for the heating the soil. It was to keep the heat in the building. What do you think? Grow some perch in there and have some aquaponics. Do some vertical. Get the tomatoes up here.
I have a project to tell you about.
All right. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm kind of busy today. Sorry, anything.
You need a tractor.
I'll bring the fish, but I'm just catching them right now.
Well, Bill, and I pitched that idea to Bill. There's a lot more to it. You know, perch eat different things as they grow up. Temperatures. There's just so much to it.
Saw guy.
So this is the Benzie compost site. So we're going to have a bucket. We're going to have our ribbon cutting on May 9th. So folks will be able to come back here, dump their food compost, and take their bucket. This is all Benzie's, Grow Benzie's compost on this side. And then we've got all this space to do whatever we want with. But this is the corner of our property right here.
So not down here.
It is down there, yeah. Just it runs just on the edge of the hill, and then the big trees, just this square.
What is it?
50.
The morale should be popular.
They should be. Yeah.
They are. I don't really big.
Where are you finding them?
Right out in the woods.
That's a good place to find it. So we don't cover the one in the middle. Anybody know why? Yeah. greenhouse fills up with snow in the winter. Literally, it's just 10 feet high. We have strawberries. See the other boiler pit. And we'll put some tomatoes in. So those are the cold frames. There's 400 plants under those windows. That's earth right there, so we try to keep as much heat contained. We haven't put any lights out. I do see some lights though. They're pretty chilly last night. These are our new row covers. So we did these at a work bee on Saturday. We have to get some thicker row covering. What you see there is only R19. And what's special with the row covering, you have to make sure that they can insulate from the frost, but also allow light through. So we're going with an R50 on these. So I try to talk about that as much as I can to make me sound smarter. I don't know anything about this stuff. I really don't. I'm just exposed. I guess I'm a good learner right now. A good
So
student.
it's going to cover the tomatoes when they first get in here?
Right.
Just an
Yep.
extra layer of protection.
That's right.
Until
So in order,
it's warm enough.
right. Yep.
You're pretty smart, Zane.
You looking for a part-time work? Yeah, so they'll be planted here maybe, well, probably as soon as we get the row covering. Yeah, one of the ideas from the get-go is to take their own salsa.
Right.
But the reality is to create that one.
Actually, we were kind of kicking it around here.
We could sell our
Yeah, that's what I thought I was actually.
Yeah.
$5
Yeah.
a pound.
I'm not sure where that process is going.
Yeah, do you grow a lot of basil?
We can, yeah, this year we are.
Basil loves hot.
Yep.
So that's a good one.
But we have all the garlic mustard that's around here. So